Shalom. Yahweh Shema Shah Brakathum to the brothers. Yahweh Shema El by Shema Shah to the sisters. Captain of 10,000 Yagawa from the Oklahoma Law class. And today, the topic of today's law class is fighting demons to do the work. Fighting demons to do the work of the Lord. You know? And man, you know, when you come into the I.S.U.P.K, under Commander General YAHANNA, you're going to fight demons. You know, you're going to fight demons. I mean, you're going to fight your demons. I mean, when you come in, you're going to learn to fight your own demons. You know, you're going to learn to fight your own demons and, you know, and whatever. But, man, when you come up against other demons and other people's demons and their ways and stuff like that, and, boy, you know, that's something that you're going to have to fight. You know, something you have to fight, you know. And that's what we do in the I.S.U.P.K, you know what I'm saying? And we help people. We help brothers and sisters fight their demons. We help brothers and sisters, you know, keep the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High by giving you this truth of the Bible, what's in the Bible, and truly give you the truth of the Bible and not the Christian lies. You know, that's the problem with us in the Christian church. You know, you get so many of those Christian lies in the church. These things is not even in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to start, the first precept I'm going to start in Judges chapter 7. You know, and we're gonna go and read about Gideon, and a lot of times when we see you see people, right? And a lot of times brothers like be feeling the truth. Brothers feel the truth and understand it clearly, you know. But they not built to really be in the truth. They're not built to do the job of the Most High, to do the work. You know, so we tell them, like solid brothers, we say, you might not come and do classes like we do in classes. You know, you might not stand out on the street and speak like we do. You know, you can't do that. That might be too hard for you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that might be something that you can't do. And everybody is not going to do it. You know? And the Lord has a number of people who he can't do it. Some people just can't do it, you know? And that's why it's not, everybody not going to come into the truth. You know? And some people, and some brothers, and don't get me wrong, some brothers and sisters, they're going to come into the truth, you know, and just started obeying the Most High by keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, you know, and not in the work. You know, sometimes like sisters, they may donate stuff. They may sow. They may make food, you know. They may feed the prophets. They may do some things like that, you know. But it's some brothers, it's not going to do it. And they just can go and pay their tithes. Pay their tithes and, you know, support the truth. You know, but we're going to start in Judges. You know, let's start in Judges chapter 7, verse 7 and 1. Let's start at 1. Judges chapter 7. And it says, then Jeroboam, who is Gideon, and this is Gideon, and all the people that were with him rose up early and pitched beside the well of Harod, so that the hosts of the Midianites were on the north side of them, by the hill of Moreh, you know, in the valley. Verse 2 says, and the Lord said unto Gideon, the people that are with thee are too many. Too many. You know what I'm saying? Man, this is how the Most High rolls. You know, he's not like the purple people with want to show numbers. It said the Lord let's read that again. Let's take it from the top. And the Lord said unto Gideon, the people that are with thee are too many. Are too many for me. Sakia, let me read it all. Are too many for me to give the Midianites into their hands. You know, it's too many of them. Lest Israel vaunt themselves. Get that pride. Get up and vaunt themselves against me, saying, mine own hand hath saved me. You see that? You see that? The Lord knows his people. He knows his people. We just start getting proud like, yeah, we did it. And not really like acknowledging the Most High. The Most High said, hey, you have no God before him. You're not going to pump yourself up like you done something when I've done everything for you. The Lord wants us to always reverence him and recognize what he's done for us. That's why our holy days are so important to keep. Man, he said, again, lest Israel vaunt themselves against me, saying, mine own hands have saved me. Verse 3, therefore, go to proclaim in the ears of the people, saying, whosoever is fearful and afraid, let him return and depart early from Mount Gilead. Good gracious. Let him return. Let him just stay. Leave. If you're fearful and afraid, leave. Leave. It's something, man. And their return of the people, 20 and 1,000, man, 20 and 2,000, 20 and 2,000, 22,000. And there remain 10,000. Good gracious. You see that? There remain only 10,000. Told them, they say, hey, if y'all want to go, y'all go ahead and go. This is what we say in I.S.U.P.K. You know what I'm saying? You want to leave, hey, go on and leave. Go on and leave. And over the years, people have left. Brothers have left the truth, Man, that's why this is so heavy right here. Man. It said there remain 10,000. Yeah, verse 4. And the Lord said unto Gideon, the people are yet too many. Good Lord. And the Lord, come on, man. Look what the Most High is saying. Now, the Most High is saying, man, he still said unto Gideon, the people are yet too many. There's still too many. Bring them down unto the water. Now he got something else for him. Bring them down into the water, and I will try them for thee there. The Lord going to try them for him. He said he's going to try thee for them there. And it shall be that of whom I say unto thee, they shall go with thee. The same shall go with thee, Sakia. The same shall go with thee. And whomsoever I say unto thee, this shall not go with thee, the same shall not go. Whatever ones he say go, gonna go with him. So verse 5 says, so he brought down the people unto the water. And the Lord said unto Gideon, every one that lappeth of the water with his tongue, as a dog lappeth, him shalt thou set by himself. Likewise, everyone that boweth down upon his knees to drink, and the number of them that lap putteth their hand to their mouth, were 300 men, But all the rest of the people bowed down their knees to drink water. 300, only 300, And the Lord said unto Gideon, by the 300 men that lap will I save you. Only those 300. Those 300 that, got down and put the water to their mouth, those are the ones he's going to save for Gideon. They're 300. And then, look, check this out. It says, by the 300 men that lack will I save you, and deliver the Midianites into thine hand. And let all the other people go, look, other people go every man unto his place. All the rest of them leave. So the Most High saying all the rest of them leave. The Most High don't dwell in numbers. That's for the purple people. The Most High don't dwell in numbers. But that's something for Gideon. Gideon had to really understand it. Hey, man, Gideon had all faith in the Most High. Understand? Gideon was like, hey, all right, Most High, you know what I'm saying? Gideon went on with it. He wasn't like looking like, oh, man, damn, he didn't narrow me down. He didn't narrow me down damn, just 300? He didn't doubt the Most High. You know what I'm saying? We gotta have that same type of faith. Even though like the Most High, I'm talking directly to us. Like Gideon, that you're doing something, but every little thing you call simple or you think it's just a simple thing, you have to really trust in the Most High. You have to really trust in the Most High. If you're not trusting them, truly trusting the Most High and giving you 100%, I mean, what the hell are you doing in here? You know what I'm saying? So this is what we do in I.S.U.P.K, Man. Verse 8 says, so the people took victuals in their hand and their trumpets. And he sent all the rest of Israel, every man unto his tent, and retained those 300 men. And the host of Midian was beneath him in the valley. And it came to pass the same night that the Lord said, said unto him, arise, get thee down unto the host, for I have delivered it into thine hands. I just want to give that give that like story, because it's like, Gideon was truly trusting in the Most High. He was truly trusting in the Most High and following what the Most High is saying, following orders. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't like doubting like that. You narrowed me down to 300 men, The Lord don't want all them numbers like IUIC run out here with all of them. They want to parade their purple army all the time and their purple parade down the street. The Lord don't dwell in numbers. You see right there with the story of Gideon, But Gideon had to really have faith in the Most High. You know what I'm saying? I'm quite sure he had to fight his demons, but fight demons probably trying to talk to him and say, hey, man, what in the world, Then, Satan will try anybody. But we got to really understand it. Like, the Lord don't want you, he don't want, like, coming to serve the Most High. The Lord don't want us, he don't want us lukewarm. He don't want us lukewarm. He wants you like hot or cold. That's what it says in Revelations in the 3rd chapter. That come on, man. He wants you hot. He wants you hot or cold. He don't want you lukewarm like, yeah, okay. Yeah, all right. Yeah, nah, man. You gotta be hot. You gotta be hot or cold. Now, let me pull out. I'm gonna pull up Revelations 3 and 16. I'm gonna put that next. That's gonna be the next precept. Revelation 3:16. It says. Okay, let's start at 15. Let's start at 15. And this is Yahushua Christ saying, I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would thou wert cold or hot. He would want you hot or cold. Verse 16 says, so then because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spill thee out of my mouth. Lord going to get rid of you. Christ was putting it right there. Christ was putting it right there. That he'll get rid of you if you ain't. Come on, man. What are you? He wants us all to be hot or cold. That's what he said. He wants us to be hot or cold, or he's going to spill you out of his mouth. He's going to put you up out of here. He's going to get you up out of here. This is why us in the I.S.U.P.K, we got to be hot or cold. You got to give 100% for the Most High. 101% for the Most High. You can't be lukewarm. You can't be, this and that, No, you can give 100%, but you're just going to give 80%. You're just going to go halfway. Well, this and that. Well, if somebody else do it, I ain't got to do it. No, you got to put up. This is what Christ is saying right here. This is what Christ is saying right here. You got to put up. You got to put up all that you can. All that you can, 100%. Not halfway. Not waiting for somebody else to say it or do it. And then you say, all right, but you do a little. But he wants you hot or cold. You know what I'm saying? If it called for you to be all the way hot, he wants you all the way hot. If it called for you to be all the way cold, he wants you cold. That's what Christ is saying. You're giving your all. You got to give your all. That's what he's saying right there. You got to give your all. He don't want you lukewarm. Serving them, when you come to serve the Lord, hey, boy, man, you gotta give all. Give it your all. Let's go to Matthew. Now let's go to Matthew. Let's go to Matthew 19, chapter 19. Let's go to 19. Let's start at 16. Yeah, let's start at 16. Let's start shifting it. It's Matthew chapter 19, verse 16. And it says, and behold, one came and said unto him, Good master, what good thing should I do that I may have eternal life? Verse 17 says, and he said unto him, Why callest thou me good? That was Christ's answer. He said, Why callest thou me good? There is none good but one, that is God. But if thou wilt enter into life, keep the commandments. Man, if you want to enter into life, keep the commandments. That's what Christ told that dude. Verse 18 says, he saith unto him, which, now he asked a question, Yahushua said, thou shalt do no murder, thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not bear false witness, which means tell a lie, Verse 19, honor thy father and thy mother, and thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Now Yahushua Christ told him all that. Now check this out. The young man saith unto him, all those things have I kept from my youth up. What lack I yet? Right? What I really need to do, what else do I need to do? I done kept all that, I done kept all those commandments, what you just said, I done all that up until now. What else do I lack? What else do I have to do? Now, and Yahushua said unto him, if thou wilt be perfect, go and sell that thou hast, and give to the poor, and thou shalt have treasure in heaven, and come and follow me. Good Lord. Christ said, Christ laid something heavy on him. Christ laid some heavy metal on him. He said, go and give all your treasure up. I mean, give everything you got. You know what I'm saying? Your treasure lie in heaven. Give all what you have. Go give it to the poor and follow me. Man, give all what you have and follow me. But look, check this out. But when the young man heard that saying, he went away sorrowful. I mean, come on. He went away sorrowful. He went away sorrowful, for he had great possessions. Boy, that's something. He had great possessions. That means that he had a whole lot of, he had everything. He had everything. I mean, put it up in today's, today's time, he had everything. He had cars, he had a house, he had money, he had everything. Christ said, come on. Now the young man said that he had kept all those laws and those laws and commandments up until when he was young, up until now. He said, what more do I need to do to inherit life, to live in the kingdom when he passed away? What can he do? What more do he have to do? Christ said, sell everything. Sell everything, give to the poor, and come and follow me. Man, they said that man went away sorrowful. Man, he walked, you know what I'm saying? It said he went away sorrowful. That means he had great possessions. He had a whole lot of things. He had the cars and everything. He had the cars. He had probably houses, So, and that's something. That's telling us something right there. That's telling us something right there that, hey, you come in. When we come into the I.S.U.P.K on Command Journey YAHANNA, you're going to have to, whatever you have, you bring it in. You bring it in for the work. You bring it in for the work. You're going to use it for the work of the Most High. You're going to use it for the work of the Most High. You're going to come in, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying we have to understand everything we have. When you come into the truth, everything you have, when you come in, you use it to push the truth. That's what it is. That's what it is. I mean, come on, this guy, he went away sorrowful because he couldn't follow the Most High because he had great possessions. He was worrying about carnal things. He was worrying about what he had, his worldly things. He was worrying about his car. He was worrying about his house. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? In today's, like I said, that was a long time ago. I mean, that was so many long time ago what Christ gave to him. But like in today's, the time we living in today, come on, guys, you can see the way rich people live. They have so many cars. This guy wasn't trying to give away one car. He wasn't trying to use one car for the work of the Lord. He probably had, come on. He said he had great possessions. That means a whole lot. So in today's sense, this guy had about three or maybe 5 cars. He didn't want to give away one. He didn't want to give away one thing. And walked away sorrowful. I can't follow you. So in the truth, we got to use everything we have. You know what I'm saying? We got to use everything we have when we come into truth. You know what I'm saying? Some things you're going to have to lose. Come on, I had a nice black Chrysler 300. I had to lose it when I came to truth. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? It's not like saying you're going to lose and you're going to give away your stuff and you're going to lose it. You know what I'm saying? You're going to keep your stuff. I mean, some things you're going to keep. But what this was I had to lose it because I had to really focus on pushing the truth. And the problem was with that car that I liked a lot, I was tied to it with my brother who went against the truth. My physical brother, who I love very much, who I love today. Like I said, I still love my family and everything, that all the ones, you know what I'm saying, even though they're not in the truth, my family and relatives. But like this was my brother that I was real close to. I was tied to him with that car. We had both of our cars in each other's name. and with that car that I loved, you know what I'm saying? I was tied to him with that. But coming into the truth, he started going against the truth. I was in the truth. He started going against it. He never went with the truth. He was going against the truth. And so with that, I had to separate from that brother. When I mean separate from, I mean like, we're not going to be as fond of each other. We're not going to be like going to the Wizards games together. We're not going to be going to the Redskins games together. We're not going to hang out and everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be like close. We're not going to be that close to where we was. You know what I'm saying? We still family. Still love them. I would still die for them and everything. But now that I do this, I'm a priest. We don't gel together like we did. You know what I'm saying? And I had to let go of that Chrysler 300. I had to let it go. As much as I love that car, nice black shiny jump. Oh, I used to shine, I always have it shining, nice and shiny. I loved it, but I had to let it go. Because I had to come and serve the Most High. And whatever the Most High needed, you know what I'm saying? The brothers in the DC school, they remember it. They remember I said it. And one day, and what happened to it, one day it got repoed. It got repoed, and I was going to get it back. I was going to go and get it back, But then, the day I was going to get it back, it was funny because me and my brother was leaving out of the house, out of our place to go get it. And of course, I was living with Sister Kamala, and Sister Kamala caught my eye before I left and said, no, really. Because I had already been getting counsel from General Muhammad. General Muhammad said, and he told me, he never told me that I had to separate from my brother, but he said, I don't like this relationship you have with your brother because it's real tight. And he said, it's okay, in the world, if you're going to stay in the world, then it's okay. But when you come into the truth, is he going to come into the truth with you? And I said, no, I know definitely not. You already go against the truth. And he just told me that I really don't like that relationship, that tight relationship you have with your brother, you know what I'm saying? But, you just got to deal with it, because, you're in the truth right now, So then when my sister told me that night we was going out to get the car, she said, no. I caught, and I said, wait a minute. I said, let's let it go. Let's go ahead and let it go. And he asked me, you want to really let it go? My brother asked me, I said, yeah, really. He said, yeah, go ahead. Let it go. And I let it go. And I chose the Lord. I chose the work of the Lord over my car. Over that nice car that, I used to pull up on chicks with and everything. I had to get rid of it. And from that point, hell, I rented a car for 2 years every weekend. I rented a car for 2 years every weekend. Shalom for everybody coming in. Yahweh Shema Shah Barakatah to the brothers. Yahweh Shema Elatah by Shema Shah to the sisters. But with that, hey, you know what I'm saying? I had to lose that. I had to give that part of the world up. For the truth, for the work of the Most High. And there can be a whole lot of things you're going to have to give up. And some things you don't have to give up, but you damn sure going to have to use it. You know what I'm saying? Some things you might not want to use, you know what I'm saying? But you're going to have to use it for the work of the Most High. For the Most High, you know what I'm saying? This is the job that we have to do. We have to do. And that's what I tell a lot of you brothers, like we was reading the story of Gideon. If you really don't want to wholeheartedly give your soul to the Most High and this work, you really don't. We don't need you. We don't need you. Don't even come in here. Don't even come in here. Because we going to serve the Most High and we're going to put everything in. Everything in. That's what we did in D.C. We put everything in. I'm telling you this because General Katham, he always talk to me. And he was telling me one other day that you remember what we did in D.C. We put everything in. Everything in. Some brothers wasn't even working. Didn't have a job. But he said, you and the other brothers that had a job, y'all put in. Y'all put in everything y'all had. And I'm just really hey, come, that's right. You know, we did. We did. This is what you have to do when you come in to work for the Lord. This is what you have to do when you come and work for the Lord. This is what we do in the I.S.U.P.K and the Command General YAHANNA. We put everything in. We put everything in. We go to every city. You know, we get the order. When you get the order, you go to other cities. This is what the job of a priest, what he does. Not going like your Christian church. Not like the purple people. You know what I'm saying? You get an order. You go to a city. You don't get an army to go to a city. You get a couple of brothers. You get a few brothers, and you go to a city. And you raise up that city. And like if you have other brothers in that city, you get with those other brothers in that city. You don't come like a purple army and walk down the street like a parade. No, you get in with those brothers and you work with them brothers. And y'all get together and you have camp and do things. And you put everything in, everything you can put in, you know? Like some things maybe you can't put everything in, you know? We're not asking for you to tell you to do everything and put everything, all what you got, and you know what I'm saying, you out on the street or lose your job. No. But if you sitting there, if you slacking in any part, boy, woe unto you. If you slacking in any part, if you know that you can give more, but you don't give more, good gracious, man, you got more, you braver than me. You are really braver than I am. You know what I'm saying? This is what being a priest, really being a priest is. You come in all in the Bible, brothers gave up their everything. You know what I'm saying? People that wasn't even priests gave up everything. You know the story about the sister that made the food for the prophet? You know what I'm saying? And her son died? I mean, come on. You know what I'm saying? This work of the Most High, you got to put everything in. You know, you got to fight those demons to tell you, nah, well, wait a minute, you got to hold that. You got to hold that because maybe you might need it later. You know what I'm saying? Where the hell is your faith? Where's your faith? Where's your faith in the Most High? Where's your faith that Christ talked about all the time when he gave to the apostles? Christ rode with apostles that didn't have to have weak faith. Christ was raising the dead, healing the sick. He had niggas with him that wasn't even really believing. I mean, that's amazing. That's us as Israel. That's us, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. That's us. I mean, come on, Christ was walking on the water with Peter. Peter came out walking on the water with Christ. Do you know that nigga lost faith and sunk? And then started crying out, hey, Craig, hey, outside, help me out. Christ just, look at this thing. You know, this is the faith that we have. And if you ain't got it, you better get it. You know what I'm saying? Being a priest, you know what I'm saying? This is when you come into the I.S.U.P.K. This is the faith we have. That everything is going to work. Everything is going to work. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to understand that the Lord is with you. That's the faith you have to carry, that the Lord is with you all the time. You know what I'm saying? And so many things happen. I mean, down through the years, things happen. I would go tell General Hyman about it. And General Hyman look at me and say, you go up, the Lord was with you, man. The Lord was with you, brother. You know? The reason why the Lord was with you, just enhances nothing. Satan is going to try. Satan is going to try. He never stops trying. You know, he never stops trying. He's going to come and just make me worry, make me go, hey, man, this and that, get upset about it, you know? But then I just have to remember that, wait a minute, the Lord is with me. The Lord is with me, then, this is going to pass. I'm going to get over this. And the Lord going to bless me with whatever I need. You know, but if you walking in and you not having that faith and you doubting, you never going to please the Lord. You can't please the Lord with no faith. It's impossible to please him. So says the Bible. No faith, it's impossible to please the Lord. But if you're worrying about your things you have, and that's going to be, and it's going to mess up your physical possessions, damn, it's going to be hard for you to work for the Most High. It's going to be real hard for you. It's going to be hard for you to please the Most High. If you worry about, well, I better not take my car down here because, oh, man, this is going to happen to it. That's going to happen to it. I better not, spend too much money on this because I need something to do this and that. You know what I'm saying? If you're always doubting the power of the Most High, I mean, come on, man, good Lord. I mean, this is not a place for you. This is not a place for you because it's going to call for a time for you to stand up. You to stand up and put in and work for the Most High. It's going to come a time where you're going to have to follow orders and go do something. And go do something. It's like, I think of so many times in the truth, we had to do things that, man, it looked like, boy, if we would have sat and thought about it, not really believing that the Lord was with us and we got to go and do this job, then we would have thought about, man, we would have never got the job done. We'd have never got the job done. Come on, we got the order. I remember it was myself, Natazak and Thumma Young. Hell, we got the order. You go up, you, Natazak, and Thumma Young, go to Virginia. Go to Virginia, and y'all going to be going to Virginia, you know what I'm saying, and helping building that camp. We didn't go, man, well, what about this and what about that? We said, come to one con. We got our money and we got on that China bus with that crazy Moabite driving like a maniac. You know what I'm saying? And we got to Virginia on those weekends, to help build Virginia camp. And everybody look at Virginia camp now. Damn. Not Captain Natazak, he down there in Virginia. The brother Malak, he was down there then. Malak is in Kansas City now. Malak was in Virginia. Hell, Malak, we used to stay at Malak's house. Malak, he's out in Kansas City now. Captain Natazak, he's with he's with Virginia camp now. And Virginia camp, they got a school and a camp. That's beautiful. That's the Lord's work. That's when you come into the school and you take an oath, you know what I'm saying, to raise your people, you know what I'm saying, and be righteous unto the Most High. Hey, it ain't no doubting. It ain't no sitting around and wondering. And no, it's, hey, do the Lord's work. And you got to fight your demons. You got to fight your demons and you got to fight other people's demons. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You got to fight other people's demons because they're gonna come and tell you other things and you're going to be like, nah. You got to be like Christ said, get thee behind me, Satan, when he said to Peter. You know what I'm saying? When Peter cut that centurion's ear off, when they came to take him, Christ put the ear back on, because that he had to go and die for a nation. Peter was in himself. Peter was like, nah, dog, we ain't gonna let him take you. And Peter wanted to fight, but that wasn't the will of the Lord. The will of the Lord was Christ dying for Israel. You know what I'm saying? So Christ dying for Israel, what the hell is going on? What, you telling me that Christ suffered one of the worst death known to man? He suffered that death, that horrible death. You telling me that you worrying about your physical possessions more than serving and doing the work of the Most High? No, not up in here. Not up in here. We got to fight. We got to fight for this truth. And as those years went on past, like when I said I rented a car every weekend, I never even thought about the money that I was spending. the money that I was spending every weekend I would rent a car. I was like, every weekend I would rent a car, and it was like, man, coming to the airport, the Hamites, all that, the Hamites, you had Hamites, you had Edomite, people don't know who Hamites are if you first time in your I.S.U.P. because Hamites are Africans who are not our people. So where I had Africans, had white people, they were, when I started, I said, well, I got to go ahead and get a car for camp. I got to get a car for camp. I'm going to go ahead and rent a car. I didn't think about, man, it'd be a whole lot of money. Man, all the money I'm going to be putting in, renting this car every weekend. I didn't think about that. I said, I'm going to go do the work of the Lord. I'm going to get there. I'm going to get a car every weekend. So, and for 2 years, I rented a car every weekend. And the thing is, that it was so crazy because the Moabites, the Hamites, the Africans, and the white people started giving me deals on cars. I started renting cars. Some of the cars I was renting, I would rent like $50 for 5 days. That was like real cheap. That was dirt cheap, Then like $100 for like a week. Sometimes I was like so cheap because like renting a car for 5 days, that would be like good, maybe close to $1,000, if not $1,000, But I was getting deals like that from heathen nations, from Africans and white men. They see me coming. The white dude would say, "Hey man, how you doing? Hey, let's see what I got for you today. Here, go ahead and give me." I didn't rent it. When I made the when I put in when I went in and did it online, I used to fill out the thing online. When I used to go and do it online, I would go ahead and register for the cheapest car. I register for the cheapest car. Cheapest car, they'll give me the best car. They'll give me the best car for like 5 days, for $100. So, and it's right here in the Bible, the reason why. It's right here in the Bible, the reason why they did those things. One thing, I had the faith of the Lord. I had faith in the Lord. So look, this tells us right here why did those people do that? I mean, those heathens. Those were people, and look, I walked in there like this. They knew what the hell I was doing. They knew that I was one of those niggas on the street to say the white man is the devil. But this white man used to always say, "Hey man, how you doing? Hey, give me a car. Give me a good deal, And it's right here in the Bible. It's Proverbs 16 and 7. Proverbs 16 and 7. Check this out. It says, when a man's ways please the Lord. See, a man's ways. How can your ways please the Lord? When you keep in the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. That's how. And me being a priest of the Most High, good Lord. When a man's ways please the Lord, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him. You see that? Even his enemies. People that knew that I stood on a corner and saying the white man is the devil the Bible speaks of, our oppressor. They knew it, but I would come in there, they would give me one of the best deals they didn't give other white people. The Africans would do the same thing. They wouldn't give other people deals like that, but they gave it to me. One thing, because I didn't listen to my demons saying, "Oh, it's going to be a whole lot of money. You trying to rent a car? You trying to rent a car for a whole week? It's going to be a whole lot of money." Man, I didn't think about the money. I went on and said, "No, I'm going to do the Lord's work. I'm going to do the Lord's work and get the job done. I'm going to do the Lord's work," and these things happen. These things happen. I didn't listen to my demons, you know what I'm saying? I said, "Get these behind me, Satan." If a thought came to my mind saying, "Oh, it's going to be a whole lot of money," you don't want to do that. Hey, what if you get? I rented cars with no insurance too. They try to say, "Oh, you want to add insurance?" No. But actually, a lot of times they had insurance come with it, But I sure wasn't going to put no extra insurance on it. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand the Lord was with me. And so when you walk like that, you ain't got to worry about it. The Lord gonna work it out. The Lord gonna work it out. But when you start worrying about, it's gonna take a lot of money, or this gonna happen, that's the number of the demon, and you got to fight that demon. You got to fight that demon. You're gonna hear those demons gonna come on you all the time, but you got to fight them. I mean, if you if you're not willing to lose something, what are you doing? What are you doing here? If you're not willing to lose something, you're gonna lose something. You're definitely gonna lose something coming into the truth. You're gonna lose friends. You're gonna lose relationships. Some brothers, you're gonna lose wives. Some women lose husbands. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the truth. Some brothers' kids don't talk to them no more. What the hell you think you're gonna do? You gonna come to the truth and keep everything? What are you gonna suffer? You come in the truth to suffer. To suffer for the Most High. Suffer, Christ did that was the ultimate suffering He did. So you're gonna come into the truth and start well, I don't want to lose this, I don't want to lose that. Well, I got to do this, and no, this is not the place for that. So don't even sign up. Don't even come in here. If you're not willing to fight your demons, you're not willing to lose something. I mean, what in the world are you doing it for? Now let's go to let me see. Let's go to Matthew 10 and 39. Matthew 10 and 39, Christ is saying, Christ is saying again, he that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it. Good Lord. He that findeth his life shall lose it. Man, you come into the truth, you're going to lose your life. The things that gave you joy, you're going to lose it. You're going to lose it. And that's happens. It happens. And you're going to find a new life. You're going to find righteousness. That's what you're going to find. You're going to find righteousness. You're not going to, come on. That's the beautiful thing about following the Most High. You're not going to come into this truth and not going to lose nothing. You'll lose it. And he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it. That means you're going to lose your old life, what you did in the world. And you're going to find a new life. And your new life is going to be in the truth, obeying the Most High, keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. That's what it is. But if you come into the truth and you still trying to keep your old life and things that make you happy, good gracious, this is not the place for you. This is not the place for you at all. Things are going to happen and some things you're just going to, you're just not going to want to do it no more. I can remember when I came, I started losing the interest in boxing. It's lucky. I started losing the interest in boxing. I was going to the gym, I started really just losing all the interest in boxing. I didn't, just training fighters. I started losing interest. I started getting counsel from General Muhammad, like, was it right for me to go in the gym and train fighters? And General Muhammad just, hey, Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You can go in and do that. And it's sure enough, it's not nothing wrong. It's not unlawful. It's nothing the Bible said you can't do it. But I was just losing the drive of that. He said you will find it. You will find a new life. You're going to lose your old life and find a new one. My new life was being a priest. My old life was training fighters. Training fighters, teaching them to jab and hook and do that. I came and I told General Hyman, hey, Salaki, General, I'm not going to the gym no more. He said, Most High Christ. He said, Most High Christ. All right, Now he knew that, hey, this brother here, this brother's here to really serve the Lord. Never once did he tell me, well, you got you should stop going down there and this and that. Nah, he told me, no, it's perfectly fine and lawful unto the Most High that you go to the gym. There ain't nothing wrong with it. He just kept up, he'd say it. But I was like looking for an excuse to leave, but we're not babies up in here. Ain't nobody not going to make a decision for you. You're going to make your own decisions, So I finally went down there and told the brothers in the gym, say, hey, I ain't coming down here no more. I'm going to go and work for the Lord, and I'm not training down there. I'm not going to be going to the fights or nothing, And through that time, man, I'll be on YouTube sometimes, and I flash past fighters, and I look, and I'd be like, good grief. I didn't even know that they were champion. I don't know who's fighting. I don't know who's used to be. I'm not the man that I used to be in the world, I'm priest and Captain Yagawa. The person I used to be in the world, he's not here no more. I don't want to do those things no more. That's not part of me. It's not part of me. So here I am. So now I'm working for the Most High. So now I give everything to this work. I give everything to this work. So that's my new life. That's my new life. And I'm not holding on to the old life. I'm not holding on things and possessions of my old life that will bring me back in, that will bring me back into the world. So this right now, I can walk the straight and narrow in this truth. I can give it my 100%. So now let's go to let's go to Matthew 6:30. It's kind of what I was just bringing up about, as far as like when I was talking about faith, and it was so heavy what Christ was laying down, what Yahushua Christ was laying down. It was heavy what he's saying about us having faith, And see, when you come into this truth of the I.S.U.P.K. uncommitted, every now and then they start messing up, and I don't understand why it's messing up now. You know what I'm saying? But the oppressor is the devil. The Bible speaks of. So, in this precept, Christ is always, through the Bible, when Christ was talking, Yahushua Christ was talking to his disciples. He was talking to them. He was teaching them. So that's why it's of the Bible. So Christ he's saying right here in Matthew 6:30, it says, wherefore if God so clothe the grass of the field, he clothed the grass of the field so the grass can grow and always grow and grow, ye of little faith, So right here it says, wherefore, if God so clothed the grass of the field, which today is it is today. It's nice and green today, and tomorrow it's cast into the oven. It means like it dies. It dies tomorrow. It dies. So if God will watch out. Now, if he would see that the grass grows and the grass dies, And that's just grass. That's just grass. If you serve him and follow him and keep his laws, statutes, commandments, what shall he do for you? We just got to have faith in the Most High. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said, that's why he's saying, and tomorrow is cast into the oven, clothe you. Will he much more watch over you? Did you have everything you need? You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to doubt whether you're going to have this for tomorrow, or doubt whether this bill is going to get paid, or doubt whether this car is going to break. That's what Christ is pointing out. He's pointing out that now if the Lord, if God is going to take care of the grass, he's going to take care of you. So then Christ ended with, "O ye of little boy." Christ, when he walked with his disciples, he cut them. He always had to cut them. You know, he had to cut their spirit. He had to cut their spirit, make them feel bad, you know, and understand that, hey, y'all got to be stronger. Y'all got to be stronger. It's a couple of times in the Bible he said, "How long am I going to be with you?" With no faith. It's impossible to please the Lord with no faith. So that's why Christ was putting down right there, "O ye of little faith." You know? And that's just so heavy right there. That is just so heavy. You know? So it's always like these things, just, you know what I'm saying? Demons are going to fight you. This is why our demons fight us and make us not, to weaken our faith. You know, that doubt in your mind, that's a demon. That doubt in your mind, that's a demon. That doubt, that worry, that's a demon. Because every time I start the class, or wireless. You know, you have poor wireless, you know, Wi-Fi, you know. It always does it when I start a class. I could stay on here all day and talk about anything, talk about a football game, and it will never do that. But when I start the class, it says, "Oh, man," you know what I'm saying? Demons can't do anything, you know, can't do us, you know. Now let's go to Romans 8:5. Man. Romans 8:5 says, instead of falling away from the fleshly things, you go ahead, it's all right with you. You still want to do the things. The things that your flesh desired, you still desire it now. You still desire it now. You're like, with me, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? I thank the Most High because I definitely became the new person that I'm supposed to become when I come in this. Yeah. You know, so that's what it's heavy right here in Romans 8:5 when it says, "For they that are after the flesh do mind things of the flesh." You know, do mind things of the flesh. That means they like, you want the same thing when you was in the world, you still want them now. You still want them now. Like I had the things that I've lost things real fast. Real fast, the things, fleshly things, you know, things of the world. You know, I lost that desire for them because all I want to do is, you know, I spent a lot of money on clothes when I was in the world. You know, I come into the truth. I put frienders on them and and did them up. You know, come on, man, and all those godforsaken suits. I gave the suits to good the tie looks and everything. I wouldn't be caught dead in a suit and tie, you know, today. You know, you know. But it says, "But they that are after the Spirit, the things of the Spirit," you know? The things let me read that over. Let me read that from the top. "For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh. But they that are after the Spirit, the things after the Spirit." That means the person in the Spirit, he goes after, I want to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. You know? I don't desire worldly things. I don't desire fleshly things. I don't desire what is it? Clothes, cars, you know, things and, you know, other things, you know, things of the world. I don't desire those. I don't desire like I did. You know, I don't desire those type of things. And verse 6 says, For to be carnally minded is death. Good Lord. But to be spiritually minded is life and peace. I mean, look at that. It's life and peace. Spiritually minded. It's life and peace. That means you don't desire everything. You don't want, oh man, hey, that's a nice car. Oh man, I got to get one. You know, it's peace. It's peace, whatever. I drive whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't desire things of the world. I don't desire things of the world, you know? And I have a peace of mind now, you know? I have a peace of mind. It says carnally, for to be carnally minded is death. You die. That's death. That's what the Bible is saying. That's what the Bible is saying. And that's how we got to understand it as a people, how strong we got to be. You know what I'm saying? And especially coming into this truth, you got to be strong. You got to be strong. You can't be carnally minded. You know, coming in saying them, I mean, you do everything. We do everything to change our lives, to change who the people we were in the world, to do the righteousness of the Most High. I mean, you think I'm going to sit here and do something that I did in the world? No. Like I tell the people on my Facebook page, hey, I'm just not the nigga you used to know. I ain't that nigga. I ain't that nigga you used to know. I'm not him at all. So don't think you can, you know, you can't call me up and shoot the jive with me. You can't call me up and I'm going to go somewhere with you and stuff like that. You know, I'm just not that person no more. You know, I learned how to fight my demons. I can't, a nigga in the world, come on, I can't go and kick it. He go, yeah, let's go and hang out and have a drink. Nigga, I don't want to have a drink with you. I'm not even on that level no more. You know what I'm saying? The place that you want to go and have a drink, you know, I don't go to those places no more. You know? How in the world can we, I mean, it's no way, I mean, come on. What the hell are we going to talk about? What are we going to talk about? Because all I can talk about is things in the truth. You know what I'm saying? So a whole lot of y'all that I know is on my page, y'all do a good job, you know. Y'all do a good job at leaving me the hell alone. You do a good job at leaving me the hell alone. Since I've been doing this for what? Going on 13 years. And y'all still on my page watching stuff, but then if I put an old school picture up, you would like it. So y'all doing a good job. You want to stay in the world, y'all doing a good ass job of leaving me the hell alone. Because all I'm going to do is serve the Lord. And I'm going to teach this stuff out of the Bible. You know? And y'all on that BS, hey, be on that BS. I pray the Lord maybe have mercy on you. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, a lot of y'all been watching the classes I've been doing. You know what I'm saying? So I pray that you come into the truth. You know what I'm saying? And I pray the Lord have mercy on you long enough. You know what I'm saying? But this ain't no game. This is not no game. If you come to the truth, you better be 100%. And no BS. And no running around and, like I said before, being lukewarm. You got to be hot up in here. You know what I'm saying? If the call for you to be cold, you better be cold as ice. You know? But you gotta come in here and fight. The Lord ain't playing with nobody. You know? The Lord is not playing with nobody. Over the years, so many hardcore brothers, I can't believe it. When I watch YouTube and I see those old videos, I'm looking at some brothers, I can't believe they left the truth. I really can't believe they left the truth. Brothers I used to look up at and look at like, man, that nigga, boy, man, I got to get down like him. I saw a camp one day. I was on YouTube. I was watching these brothers, and I remember before I even came into the school, I went to some classes, and I stood there. I used to go to the camp. I used to bring my son, and me and my son used to come to the camp. My son was like, back in those days, my son was like 10 or 11 years old, and we used to sit there and just watch the camp. And I can't believe those brothers fell out of the truth. I used to watch one brother, man, that I used to look at him and I say, hey, that young nigga. I knew he was a younger brother in age. I said, that young nigga on fire. That nigga is, boy, he doing the do. He in the camp. And I was like, man. So when I came into the school, I was looking at that brother like, hey, man, that dude is like, I looked up to him. Then he started going sideways, and then he fell out of the truth. I can't believe it. So when I look back, different brothers, man, that was hardcore. They out of here. They didn't fight their demons. Their demons overwhelmed them, and they fell out of the truth. You know? You up in here, you got to be in here. You got to be 100%. You can't be lukewarm. You can't be faking the funk. You can't give 100% only when you're doing speaking. Only when you're speaking, you can give 100%. But yet, when you, when it comes to do something, you can't give 100%. When it comes to go to another city, you can't give 100%. When it comes to do other things in the work or whatever's called for you to do, you can't do 100%. Man, what are you here for? What are you here for? And the Lord is watching you. The Lord is watching us, man. The Lord is watching us all the time. That's why it's like, man, this thing, we don't play no games up in here. Don't be faking up in here. You know? If you on the fence watching us and you want to come in, you better have your shit straight. Salakia for my rude speech. You better have your stuff straight. Don't be coming in and playing. You know, you got to learn how to fight your demons. And be strong in fighting your demons. Don't let your demons kick your butt. If you didn't give 100% on anything, your demon whooped your ass. Your demon kicked your butt. Don't let your demons kick your butt. Fight. Learn how to fight. You know? And that's what the Lord wants you to be. He wants you to be like that. You know? A lot of your brothers on the fence, you watch it, like I said, you can't come in, you can't fight. You have lust. You have lust for whores, lust for weed, lust for food. You know? Yeah, some of you have lust for food. Some of you can't eat, can't stop eating. Lust for food, you know what I'm saying? Gluttony. Gluttony is a sin. You know? Learn how to fight your demons. And this is why the I.S.U.P.K commanding on what we do and what we push so hard. Learn that Israel has to learn how to fight their demons. You know? Now, let's get some more. Let's go to Yeah, let me go to Galatians. Let me go to Galatians because I love Galatians because it's so powerful what I was just bringing out about those brothers who were so hardcore and then they fell out of the truth. Come on, and everybody know, you know where I'm going. Galatians 5 and 7. Galatians 5 and 7, here it is. Then I was just speaking about those brothers who was, man, I see on YouTube, and man, my heart just, man, drops for those brothers because they fell out of the truth. They said they fell out of the truth, and they were like, man, brothers, it was over me, and I had so much respect for them brothers. You know what I'm saying? I still love them brothers, and I pray they get back. But here it is right here, Galatians 5 and 7. It says, ye did run well. Who did hinder you that you should not obey the truth? Not obey the truth. You know? Hinder means to stop. the progress, to stop the progress of. Like you going somewhere and let's say this you a car going bang, that wall, whatever it hit, it hindered that car to go forward. So that's why the scripture says, you did run well. You were doing good. You were powerful in this work. You were powerful doing things. You were going to other cities. You were, come on. You was feeding the poor. You was doing everything the Lord asked you to do. You ran well. Who did hinder you that you should not obey the truth? You know what I'm saying? A lot of times is what our demons. Their demons hindered them. Their demons got in their head and say, yeah, that I don't know, that school ain't right. That school ain't right. There's something wrong with them. There's something this and that and that. You know? I remember this brother, man, he was so strong, the brother, and he started talking sideways. I was like, dude, what the hell is this nigga on? And then he fell out of the truth. Down through the years, a lot of brothers didn't fell out of the truth. And they talked to me before they fell out of the truth. Some brothers, I told them, Nate, why are you telling me? Don't be telling me this. Go to him and him alone, like the scripture said. Don't bother me with this, man, because I really don't want to hear it. I love and respect that brother you talking about. I ain't with that. Do like the precept said. Go to he and he alone. You know what I'm saying? But that brother didn't stop fighting his demons. He didn't fight his demons, and he left the school. Different accounts. Brothers came to me before they fell out. And I told them what to do, but they didn't do it, and they fell out of the school. They did run well, but their demons hindered them. Did what? The scripture saying that ye should not obey the truth. And they didn't obey God. They chose not to obey God, and now they're out of the truth. They didn't fight their demons. And it's sad to see, like, it's hard watching YouTube and seeing those brothers and look at them like, damn, that was a hard brother, man, you know? But he fell out. You know what I'm saying? And anybody just, we already read the precept that Christ said he's going to spill you out of his mouth. He's going to spit you out of his mouth. That means he's going to kick you out of here. You know? This work we do, hey, don't let your demons hinder you from doing this work. Don't let your demons hinder you from obeying the truth and believing the truth that you learn. You know? Captain Tazariak always get that story about the brother that was in the school and up there in the school and left the school and went to the purple group. And then he ended up missing somewhere. You know? It's a lot of brothers and sisters that did run well. You know? But they let their demons hinder them from obeying the truth. You know? This Bible's real and it's for us. You know? It's for us. Now, let's go to Matthew 4:4-1. Matthew chapter 4, verse 1. Man, Matthew chapter 4, verse 1, it says, Then was YAHANNA led up of the Spirit. You know, that means it was like he wasn't physically going. He was like, it was a vision. He was in his head. You know, where the Lord, sometimes the Lord deals with, and through the Bible, he deals with the prophets. He gave them visions. And they came and, you know what I'm saying, and print it and put it in the Bible. And stuff like this. So then it says, then was YAHANNA led up of the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil. You know, that means like Satan, you know. Tempted, like in this context, it might say devil, but it's meaning like Satan. Satan is like, when the Bible, you can go ahead. When the Bible, when a lot of times in a context it's talking, like right here is saying the devil. it's talking about Satan. Like sometimes it says the devil in the Bible, it's talking about the oppressor, our oppressor, the so-called white man. You know, this is why Christ, when Christ said, yeah, of your father, the devil, when he's talking, you know, to the Pharisees and stuff, he was saying that they like the white man, not of the devil, Satan, the angel. You know, so right here, Satan tempted Christ. Christ fasted for 40 days and 40 nights. Good Lord. I mean, y'all tell me y'all hungry. Yeah, you say you're hungry. Think about this. Christ, he fasted. He didn't eat for 40 days and 40 nights. Good Lord. That means his stomach was at his back. Like, some way in, you know? Man. So Satan coming to tempt him. You know? Like he's doing what he's supposed to do. Satan is a tempter. He's supposed to tempt you. He's that evil spirit, you know, that comes and makes you do wrong things. Makes you do the things you're not supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? You might not think it. You think it make you think it's spooky. You know what I'm saying? Everybody online, you know, I'm talking to my 2 grandsons. 3, you know, but I'm just telling, you know, they're young, so I'm giving y'all like a little clarity on it, you know. Like, it's like, if you do something wrong, like a demon, you know, it's not like a spooky ookie and it's like, ooh, a demon flying around anything. But, you know, it's like, demons make you do stuff. You know? And sometimes you don't know why you did it. You don't know why you did it. You know, and why you did it, you know, but this is why we teach you, try to get, you know, understand, follow what we're teaching you, because we're teaching you right out of the Bible. Follow what we're teaching you. Like say, and it's sad to say some people be getting taught out of the Bible in the Christian church, and they're not learning nothing, you know. So right here, when it said, it's tempted of the devil, okay, and maybe you just imagine, put yourself in Christ's place. He ain't eating for 40 days and 40 nights. He hungry as I don't know what, you know. And when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, he was afterward hungried. You know, he was hungry. You know, and when the tempter came to him, he said. So Satan came to him and said, if thou be the Son of God, command that these stones be made bread. Like he said, hey, you son of God, make these stones turn into bread. Like, nigga, you hungry. Don't you want to eat? Man, you son of God, make the stones into bread. And then you can eat. You know? So, man, that was real evil right there. And then, can you imagine? Christ had me eating for 40 days and 40 nights. His stomach is at his back. And he like, stomach probably, you talking about stomach growling, good gracious. His stomach was roaring. His stomach was like, raw, you know? Good Lord. So can you imagine? He was tempted. That's why Satan came to tempt him. Satan came to him and said, hey, turn these stones into bread. Now, if Christ was weak, he could have went on and just, yeah, I do want to eat, man. Turn the bread thing and he smack me. You're eating like I don't know what. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But now he resisted because he was here to do the Lord's work. You know? But he answered and said, it is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God. You see? Every word. Don't live on bread alone. You know what I'm saying? Not food alone. Live on these scriptures. You know? Live on these scriptures. Now it's like, oh. Now it's like, okay. Like the Day of Atonement, when we fast, now we got to live on the word. We got to live on the word when we fast. Don't eat. We got to live on like, hey, this is scriptures. These are laws that we got to keep this Day of Atonement. We got to atone ourselves unto the Most High. You know? we living by not bread alone. It said, but every word. So Christ was putting it that way. It says, then the devil taketh him up into the holy city, and sitteth him on a pinnacle of the temple, at the top of the temple, and saith unto him, if thou be the Son of God, cast thyself down, for it is written, he shall give his angels charge concerning thee, and in their hands they shall bear thee up, lest at any thou dash thy foot against the stone. So Satan came again to Christ. He said, came on top of the temple. Yeah, jump. Go ahead and jump. You're the Son of God, aren't you? Jump. Jump. The angels are going to catch you. That's what he was really saying. The angels are going to catch you because you're the Son of God. Don't tempt the Most High. You know what I'm saying? This is why we learn not to tempt the Most High. So he was saying right there, Satan is going to, the angels are going to catch you. Go ahead and jump. You Son of God, just go ahead and jump. That would be stupid like saying, hey, well, YAHANNA the truth, you know what I'm saying? Go ride your bike. You don't have to look both ways when you cross the street. Just run. The angels are going to protect you. That'd be dumb, wouldn't it? You know what I'm saying? The angels are going to protect you, So that's like almost like what he's saying right here. What Satan is saying to Christ right there, Now, Yahushua said unto him, it is written again, thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God. You see? That's because you're in the truth and the Lord's watching over you. Don't do nothing. Don't tempt the Most High. Say, I can go and jump in this pool. I know I can't swim, but I can jump in this 10 feet of water and swim because the Lord is with me. No, you're going to drown. That's what these mean. You know what I'm saying? Don't tempt the Most High. Where is it? Okay. Verse 8. And again, the devil taketh him up into an exceeding high mountain, and showeth him all the kingdoms of the world, and the glory of them. Good Lord. He's showing the kingdom of the world. That means he's trying to give him everything. And saith unto him, all these things will I give thee, if thou wilt fall down and worship me. You see that? Satan wanted Christ to fall down and worship him. Christ wasn't going to do it. He said, all that would I give to you. Just to tempt him. Just to tempt him. He's going to give him everything. But Christ was like, nah. Christ said he ain't going to do it. Verse 10. Yeah. Then saith Yahushua unto him, get thee hence, Satan. That means get behind me, Satan. Get thee hence, Satan. For it is written, thou shalt worship the Lord thy God, and him only shalt thou serve. He ain't serving Satan. He ain't serving Satan, And then verse 11 says, then the devil leaveth him, and behold, angels came and ministered unto him. So that's just heavy right there, that you got to resist Satan and all those demons. Christ showed us, right? See, this is why Christ is our Savior. He showed us how to deal with Satan and our demons. He showed you right there. He showed you right there. He said, get thee hence, Satan. Thou shalt worship the Lord God only, and him only shalt thou serve. It said, look, verse 11 said, then the devil leave him. Then Satan left. Satan said, all right, I'm out of here. He can't mess with you on Yahushua. And this is what we got to understand. You got to honestly, our demons are going to come and try to battle us and tell us, but if I love in this truth, we doing the work of the Lord. So when Satan comes with all this BS, or any demon comes and all this BS, or like something's supposed to fall apart, no, it's not going to fall apart because the Lord is with us. And Christ, These things are in the Bible to let us know that Christ, the Lord, is with us. The Lord's with us. Don't be such a wussy that you're going to roll over and wonder how it's going to get done. You know what I'm saying? Because things happened to us when I was we were getting ready to leave to go down Kansas City. Good gracious, everything happened. You know what I'm saying? But I think the Lord did. Hey, it was my faith was tested. My faith was tested. You know what I'm saying? I gotta I gotta get down there no matter what. You know what I'm saying? And we was down there. You know what I'm saying? And that's a beautiful thing, because when you look in the Bible, this is where Christ rode, and he was trying to push it so hard to his disciples to let them know that, you know what I'm saying? Keep that faith, you know? And we see right here, Satan left him. And Satan will always leave you alone once you just, you know what I'm saying? Resist him. Once you just resist him, you know? You got to fight that demon, you know? You got to fight that demon. You got to, and you have all types of demons on you. You know what I'm saying? Man, you got to give that 100% and fight that demon. You know? It's crazy. You got to fight that demon to make you, brothers that's married, you got to fight a demon that makes you be mean to your wife. That is a demon. Sisters, you got to fight that demon to make you mean to your husband. What I mean, like, say mean things. Say things that, you know what I'm saying? Say things, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, that's a demon. You got to fight it. You got to fight the demon. And this is what we do in I.S.U.P.K. We help you fight your demons. You get, and see, when you Christians, you think, you don't understand it. The Bible is like, what's happening in the Bible? See, through Christianity, what I'm trying to say is, the Bible is damaged so much for us as a people because of the religion of Christianity. The religion of Christianity is so uncouth. You know what I'm saying? The Most High controls everything. You know what I'm saying? The Most High has councils, like the Council of Job. Come on, it says Satan. It says when the Lord, it's Job 1:6. It says the day when the angels came to present themselves, it says Satan came too. So if Satan came too, that's tell you that the Most High God, He commands Satan. Satan can't mess with you unless you allow him. Unless the Most High allow him. You know, you learn that in Job 1:6. That Satan came too, to persecute Job. You know, you have 2 Chronicles, the lying spirit that they wanted to put on Ahab's prophets. The angels, as a matter of fact, I need to get that because that's heavy on with the topic. It's 2 Chronicles 18 and 20. Second Chronicles 18 and 20 says, Osaki, let me go up and give you the gist of it. Let's start at okay. Now here's the prophet Jehoshaphat talking to the king of Israel. Now, king of Israel said that he wanted to prophesy. Oh, let's start at 17. It said, and the king of Israel said to Jehoshaphat, did I not tell thee that he would not prophesy good unto me, but evil? Verse 18, and again he said, therefore, Hear the word of the Lord. I saw the Lord sitting upon his throne, and all the hosts of heaven standing in his right hand and on his left. Now, host mean army. I said the hosts of heaven, that means the armies of heaven. Stand around. That means a lot of angels stand around the Most High's throne. You know? And verse 19, and the Lord said, who shall entice Ahab, king of Israel, that he may go up and fall at Ramoth Gilead? And one spake on, saying, after this manner, and another saying, after this manner. That means, now, the Most High asks, how is Ahab going to die? How is King Ahab going to die? He got to fall at Ramoth Gilead. He got to go and die. How is Ahab going to die? Now, see, a lot of you Christians, I know you Christians out there, you don't even know that this stuff is in the Bible, the way the Lord works. Yes, he has counsel. How you going to kill somebody? So right here it says, he asked them, how to do so it says, when it says after this manner, hold up, it says, and one spake. That means one angel said, well, this and that. I know this. I don't know. I may have a boulder come and knock his head clean off. I don't know. Have a wind take him up in a tornado. I don't know. They probably they was given like whatever they thoughts on how he should die. Or how they may kill him. Now, verse 20 says, then there came out a spirit and stood before the Lord and said, I will entice him. And the Lord said unto him, wherewith? Now the angel said, now I know how to get him. And then the Most High God said, how? So he said, wherewith? Verse 21 says, and he said, I will go out and be a lion spirit in the mouth of all his prophets. Good Lord. He's in trouble. King Ahab is in trouble. He's in trouble. He's going to, come on. The angel going to go and be a lion spirit in his prophets. That means the people who are telling him the things to do, they are lying to him. They're lying to him, so he's going to go and die. The Most High controls everything. This is why I'm reading this so it tells you that, it would make sense to get into this truth. It makes sense to, when you get into this truth, be righteous in this truth. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord understands every dumb thought that's in this marinating in your dumb brain. The Lord knows everything you're thinking. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's such an evil thing when they come with that Santa Claus garbage, when they say he know if you're sleeping, know when you're awake, and all that type of stuff. Because really, the Most High knows when you're awake and sleeping and know what's on your crazy mind. You know what I'm saying? He knows the evil that you're thinking. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I tell you, if you sitting there and you thinking about coming to the truth, really get into this truth. But don't come fake and half-hearted and lukewarm. Because the Lord is going to spit you out of his mouth. Don't come trying to think you saying you're doing something but not really doing it. Because he got an angel, good Lord. And your angels are watching. It's in the Bible. It's in the Bible. I'm not going to bring it out. I'm not going to pull it, but it's precepts telling you where Jacob's ladder, where they go back and forth. That's what Jacob's ladder is all about in Genesis. Where the angels are going back and forth to heaven, giving a report. You think you can get over on the Most High? You think you want to get over on the Most High by going halfway in? You can't go halfway in. You got to battle your demons and go all the way in. You can't go halfway in. Are you kidding me? The Lord knows your wicked thoughts. The Lord knows your wicked thoughts. He knows you didn't give 100%. This is why I have no choice but to go 100%. The Lord knows you faking a phone. Or he knows if you're faking. You know what I'm saying? You got to go 100%. We have to go 100%. You know, the Lord ain't playing with nobody. You told me, we reading right here where the angel said he's going to entice him. I will be a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets. You know what I'm saying? Look, and check this out. The rest of it is, and the Lord said, thou shalt entice him, and thou shalt also prevail. Go out and do even so. The Lord said, go ahead and do it. The Lord said, go do it. Go do it. The Most High ain't playing with nobody. Go do it. The Lord holds counsel. He holds counsel. This is why we have counsel in I.S.U.P.K. You know? If you have problems, you get counsel. You know? You gotta fight your demons. The most, man, I'm telling you, Commander General YAHANNA, he said it years ago. He said, hey, we was leaving major council. This is when we just had major council in Philadelphia. We used to drive up to Philadelphia, and we was getting ready to leave the council. And Commander General YAHANNA said, hey man, y'all pray for me. Pray for me, man, because the demons be on me, battling me all the time. You know, everybody got to battle their demons. You know, nobody's exempt from that. And nobody's saying that Commander General YAHANNA never stands up top, oh, I am Commander General YAHANNA. No demons can mess with me. No. He said, y'all pray for me because my demons be battling me all the time. You know, Commander General YAHANNA don't have to come. He didn't have to. Come on, he drives trucks. He have a job. You know, puts all his money into the school. You know his demons be talking to him. You ain't got to do all that. You know what I'm saying? No, come on, man. All the work that he done, that's what he says. You know what I'm saying? That's what he tell us to tithe, because tithing is a commandment. It's a commandment, and that's why you have to tithe your 10%. You have to give to the priests and prophets of the Most High. We always did it. It's all through the Bible. Tithing is an old commandment. What the crazy Christian church says, the laws are done away with. Well, tithes is one of the oldest commandments, one of the oldest laws in the Bible. So why do you still take tithes? You know what I'm saying? Everybody got to fight a demon. You know what I'm saying? People have demons. I look at my granddaughter, Eva. She's autistic. She got to fight. That's a demon fighting her. It's a demon fighting her. You know what I'm saying? She's a kid. She can't even fight her demon. I have to send prayers up for her all the time. That the Lord just restore her mind. That the Lord have mercy on her and restore her mind. And help her just be able to think straight and take things in. You know what I'm saying? And she's been doing good, you know, but it's still, she have episodes, you know? She have episodes. Everybody have demons that we have to fight. You know what I'm saying? So black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, you have to understand it. You have to fight your demons. You have to fight your demons. Your demons ain't all the time are going to fight you and tell you to do wicked things. You know what I'm saying? And this is why in the truth, we fight our demons. We fight our demons. When we have time to go somewhere, we got to go. Our demons all on us, telling us not to drive our cars. But we do it. Our demons, come on, fight us, you know what I'm saying? Fight us. There's no way there's no way that we can do it. But we got to fight our demons and do it. You know what I'm saying? You have to fight our demons and do it. So like one hand me my bag right there. About the show. You know? And this is, I mean, see, Christianity they put the thought in your head. See, the Christian church, Christianity has damaged us so much. Christianity puts the thoughts in our heads that we can go ahead and, you know, once you come and just start doing the Lord's will, that everything's going to be good. No, everything is not going to be good. Because now your demons are going to come and fight you harder. Now your demons are going to fight you harder. They're going to come on you and tell you every wicked thing when you're trying to do some good. Especially when you're a priest like us, like the men of the I.S.U.P.K. We are the main ones that we got to fight our demons, because our demons are going to come and tell us, "Dad, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. You want to think of it off the scriptures, not on the scriptures." Our demons want us to think us out of the scriptures. Get away from the Bible. They want us to remain carnal, you know. But in the I.S.U.P.K, we don't remain carnal. We fight our demons. You know what I'm saying? We fight our demons. And if you don't fight your demons, well, the Lord will spill you out, like this precept said. If you don't fight your demons, and if you don't give your 100%, the Lord will kick your butt out of here. I'm just saying, you know. Salakia to the men above me. If you're not 100% and you're not going on putting all soul into serving this Most High, and you just faking the funk, you know what I'm saying? Boy, the Lord going to deal with you. You know? With that, I'm in this class. We are the I.S.U.P.K out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York.